All right, item 6.1.
So this is a public hearing to provide the public an opportunity. It's the first of two required public hearings. Public hearing to give the public an opportunity to provide comment on first the notion of the proposal of a charter for the city, and then also the content of the proposed charter, which would then be placed potentially on the ballot in November 4th, 2014. The government code prescribes the process for the council to propose placing a charter before the voters. Prior to approving the submission of a charter to the voters, the council must hold at least 2 public hearings on the matter of the proposed charter as well as the content. And the second public hearing has to be held no earlier than 30 days after the first public hearing. Thereafter, the council may not vote or may not conduct a vote, rather, on whether to approve the submission of the matter to the voters until at least 21 days have elapsed after the second public hearing. So as I noted, this is the first of 2 public hearings. The second public hearing was previously scheduled for July 8th, 2014. However, due to some scheduling conflicts for members of the council, we are having to cancel that July 8th meeting and having the second public hearing on your regular meeting of July 15th, 2014. So the notice of rescheduling of that meeting was posted today, and it's also going to be published in the newspaper shortly. After the second public hearing of July 15th, as I noted, the council may not vote on whether to approve the submission of the matter to the voters for at least 21 days. So the matter will be brought before the council at a special meeting on Wednesday, August 6th, to consider whether to submit the matter to the voters for November 4th. In your packet were 2 versions of the proposed charter. The most recent one was enclosed as attachment 1. It appears at pages 291 and 292. It is 2 pages. It is the charter that your staff is recommending that you move forward on. The content of it is, we believe, consistent with the direction of the council. Section 200 makes it clear that the charter powers of the city are constrained such that the council and the city would only have the powers with respect to municipal affairs in relation to taxation and assessment. Likewise, Section 201 makes it clear that other than those powers related to taxation, the powers of the city would otherwise be constrained by, subject to, and governed by the general laws of the state. There are other provisions in the proposed charter, notably Section 400, which again makes it clear that the form of government of the city will continue to be the council manager form of government, consisting of 5 council members elected at large for 4-year staggered terms, and that the council establishes the policy and the city manager carries out that policy. We are recommending this version in lieu of what is noted as version 1, which was presented to the council at their meeting of April 22nd. So at this time, staff's recommending that you open up the public hearing.
Okay.
And listen to any public comment. And then again, as I noted, we would have the second public hearing on July 15th, and then bring the proposed legislation to put it on the ballot for November 4th at a special meeting on August 6th.
Thank you. Okay, the
Mayor
public hearing
Asher,
is open.
It's clear that the council will take no action tonight.
Correct. This is just an opportunity for members of the public to
Weigh
let
in.
you know what
Sure.
they think about the concept of a charter as well as the content.
Members of the public, anyone want to speak?
Much better. Sounds great.
Okay.
Uh-oh, it's for you, Ken.
I generally support the idea of a charter, but I'm not sure if I understand the approach. I mean, suppose you want to consider having a public bank. Would somebody have to create a ballot measure, and would that be under the charter? Or, I don't know if you can just say you're a charter city just for the purpose of collecting a tax. I mean, I've supported the real estate transfer tax, so that's not the problem there, but I don't know what it means as far as what the rights of the people are to make changes and so on. I think that really needs to be explained. I would want to look into that. How does it impact? I'm not really sure what it means. So if we could do a detailed presentation of that before, not before you take this action, but before the election, would be great. Thanks.
Well, I agree with what Scott Donahue just said. I think it's great. Finally, here we have it. I'm all in favor of this. I think that the people of Emeryville should be allowed to decide for themselves what form of government we want to have. And insofar that there's been a problem up to now, I can't wrap my mind around that. I mean, just the idea that the people shouldn't be allowed to decide for themselves is kind of creepy to me. So here it is. It's very few words. It's 2 pages, 2 short pages, front and back, and it's taken like getting teeth pulled, getting the city attorney to deliver this to us. As you all know, and maybe people watching TV don't know, we had to go through many iterations to get to this, and the people of Emeryville, we pay for our city manager. And so, we deserve to have good. I'm sorry, not manager. I meant to say attorney. We deserve to have good services for our money. And we were told this was impossible by the city attorney, and now yet here it is from the city attorney. But so for months, this obfuscation from the city attorney, and I want to reiterate, we deserve to have good employees working for us. And so there's no explanation about how before you said this was, Mr. Biddle said this was not possible, and yet here it is. And so I'm kind of curious. I mean, since I'm paying for it, I want to know why was it so difficult to get this here now? I mean, since I paid for it, I paid for many iterations, and now finally we have this little short 2-page thing that you were told 3 times to deliver, and it's just sort of. I'm sort of a little disconcerted about the amount of money spent to get to this point. Anything you could say to that effect would be appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Further public comments? Anyone want to be heard on this item? Okay, with that, I'll close the public hearing.